All for those TikTok views, my God. That's where we were gonna cut that up. That will be posted on TikTok.
Exactly.
And it's just no context, and it will get more views than anything
It'll
else.
get 100 million views.
Because
guaranteed.
why not?
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm not gonna lie, today's kind of a lazy episode. I called these two guys up last second and said, "Hey, can we film right now? I have stuff to do later."
Yeah.
So we don't really have.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Last second here.
Hey, well, you know what? Even though during these times of not doing much, some people have something to do. Some people are essential, and I guess Peter's one of those guys. Funny thought. Anyway.
That's definitely not the
Peter's
case,
like
but I appreciate the sentiment.
California.
What? Say that again?
Peter's the most non-essential person in the state of California.
No, wait, no, Leo.
The
You're
truth
forgetting
hurts.
there's one person ahead of him, though.
Who's that?
You.
Oh, no. Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
Although you'd be right. You'd be right. That's okay, because I get to stay at home.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so this is what I have to talk about today. So you guys know the channel Vin Wiki, right?
Of course.
Yep.
Okay. So they recently just published a video talking about the new cannonball record. Have you guys heard about this at all?
Yeah, so somebody decided to take advantage of this whole COVID-19 thing and just shoot across the country as fast as humanly possible because there is virtually no traffic on the roads right now.
Essentially, that's the
The
story.
last record I heard was the Mercedes, I think it was, that beat Ed Bolin.
He actually got beat last year. Or was it 20?
Right,
was it 20? What is it? 2018? And I forget who
beat
by.
recently.
Yeah, I forget
So
who by.
anyway, for the viewers who might not know, the Cannonball Run is essentially, I'm sure a lot of you guys know it, but in case you don't, there's a specific garage in, I don't remember the name of the garage, but it's in New York. Mm-hmm. And there's a race that happens pretty much every year, and there's the 2904, which is kind of this, I think it's the same route, right?
Yeah, it's a little slightly different, I think, but similar.
The idea is to get across the country as fast as humanly possible, okay?
Without stopping.
Except for gas.
Well, stopping minimally.
People put gigantic gas tanks in the back and they fill them up, and then they only have to make a couple gas stops, and it's crazy. The dashes are decked out with very not so legal.
Well, in California
equipment.
anyway. There's states that allow that stuff.
So these guys do this every year, and there's always the guy trying to break the record. So recently, because there's no traffic on the road, just like you said, Joe, someone took advantage of that, and they hauled all the way to California.
Yeah.
From New York, and they broke the record. So the question is, should this be a legitimate record break, or does that have to be in its own separate category because there are no cars on the street? You see the dilemma?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's in a category of its own because it is a testament to how fast you can get across the country.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not realistic.
It's not facing the same challenges that you would in a normal circumstance, with normal circumstances, normal traffic.
Exactly.
As many people on the road.
Like 10 years down the line, you're not going to be able to do this and achieve that same time because 10 years down the line, there will be more people on the roads and there will be more cars on the road and there will be,
Definitely, and here's the problem. If we do count it as a normal record, will we be able to break it ever again?
That is very true. It's almost like there are some sports records out there, and they happened so long ago, in different eras of the game, and now they're just unbeatable because how the game's evolved.
Yeah,
like Wayne Gretzky's goals, and even though Ovechkin's getting close, but there are they happened so long ago, and the game was so different, and now it's just kind of impossible.
Totally know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, I know. Sorry, that was a sports reference. I'm sorry.
So anyway, Joe, what do you think? Should this be counted as a separate thing?
Well, it's like trying to eat It's like trying to break the world record for eating the most hot dogs in one sitting, but you throw up halfway through it and then you just keep eating it.
Thanks, Joe.
Love that image. So,
well, I'm just saying, isn't it kind of like okay? That was a bad analogy. Bad analogies from Joe. I should have a segment on the show. Bad analogies from Joe.
we'll have to take all of them and clip them together.
Yeah.
But anyway,
all for those TikTok views, my God. That's where that will. We were gonna cut that up. That will be posted on TikTok, and it's just no context, and it will get more views than anything.
It'll
else.
get 100 million views.
Because
guaranteed.
why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Leo, can you get on that for me?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, thank you. So moving on. The next thing I want to talk about. So speaking of Vin Wiki, so another video they recently published was what car would you buy? Sports car would you buy for 10 grand or under? So that's got me thinking, well, what would I buy?
Peter, what would you buy?
Well,
We know what
you had $10,000, Peter. What would you buy?
I think you know.
Leo, shut up for a second. I'm curious.
I think you know what, but I wanted to get your guys' takes to see what you guys would buy because.
Oh yeah, you've already done it. Yeah.
I'm curious.
Sorry, Peter's already done it. He bought a Corvette. Leo, what would you buy if you had $10,000?
That's a tough one.
I bought mine
Well,
for
you guys
6, by the way.
Ooh, Peter got a steal. Steal.
What, Leo?
You guys know me. I like Mustangs. And you can get a halfway decent 1966-ish inline 6 Mustang. But if I had 10 grand, I'd probably get like a 2008 or 9 Mustang GT.
I don't think you can get a 2010 Mustang for that much. I think it's a little bit more than that,
Well,
Leo.
Joe, I didn't say 2010.
You said 2009.
Oh, sorry, 2009. Pardon my French.
I've looked into it, and you can get them. They're
Oh,
not that
okay.
expensive.
Oh, okay.
2014s, those get up into the $1,400.
Okay.
But I'm actually probably going to say what Peter says. Honestly, if I had 10 grand to spend on a sports car, it'd be a Corvette.
Oh, okay.
Joe?
Well, I was totally expecting Leo to pick a Mustang. I guess I would have a Mustang. Actually, that sounds pretty cool. But to keep it original, you know what I would have?
What?
Either a 1993 or a 1999, depending, I guess, which one would be more in line. A Ford F-150 SVT Lightning.
Oh my God. Joe, it's not a sports car.
It's a sports vehicle.
Stay on topic, please, for once.
Leo.
Stay on topic.
Leo, so it's a sporty truck. So what? It literally has no, actually, to be honest with you, I don't normally do this, but it is a useless truck. You want to know why?
Why?
Because you can't use it as a truck. Well, I mean, you could, but you wouldn't want to scratch the
Get a
paint.
sports car then if you're gonna.
Well, because you know what? If we ever have a drag race between Leo's 1964 inline 6 and say if I get a 1993, I have a 5.8 liter V8 under that hood. It produces a whopping 240 horsepower, I believe. I would smoke Leo, and that's all I would care about.
Peter,
You
In a truck.
But can you get one for 10?
It's more like 12 if you want the. Although if you want the 99, which is that oval body style,
Ew.
you can
Gross.
get one for like under $10,000.
Do you know what he's talking about with the oval one? It's not an oval.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, those ones.
So
Which those have the 5.4 liter V8 in it, which produces 360 horsepower. So Leo, you beat smoked even more.
I bet.
Oh, they're also turbocharged as well. I forgot to mention
Peter, I have a
that.
question for you, though.
yeah.
Do you think that Joe would actually buy that truck if he had 10 grand, or do you think that he's just trying to lean into his truck persona just a little bit?
I think if he had 10 grand, he'd buy a Mustang. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, me too.
Oops, daisy.
I want
some
you to.
technical errors has happened.
We've got a lot of great picks on the table. I think
I know.
we did a good job.
I don't know.
I am a little disappointed that Vin Wiki didn't include us in the original video. I mean, come on, guys. You could have asked us. Like,
Yeah.
we would have been totally.
Hey, we're here. Just get us on the phone. If you call Leo, don't do that. If you call Peter, he's a nice guy. Kind of sometimes. I'm a great guy.
What Joe is saying is he wants to talk to you, Ed Bully, and he's a big fan.